So, when do you feel the most anxious?
Well, I'm anxious all the time. Speaking in public, ordering food, paying anything with strangers, I feel anxious.
I don't think I know what social anxiety is. It is perfectly okay to be socially anxious while meeting new people and presenting in front of a class, especially when you haven't done it so often, because you might not have the skills to meet new people, and you might not have the skills to be able to present in front of a class, and that would make you socially anxious.
The people with social anxiety disorder understand that their anxiety is irrational and does not make cognitive sense. Nevertheless, knowing something is not the same as believing and feeling something. Thus, for people with social anxiety, thoughts and feelings of anxiety persist and show no signs of going away, despite the fact that socially anxious people face their fears every day of their lives. Social anxiety disorder, being the largest anxiety disorder and the hardest to diagnose, can only be overcome by appropriate means of therapy.
Hey Zaza, how was your weekend? It was okay.
A student of mine started in grade 7, and she's at the mid-university years right now. And I would say discussing this with you and thinking about it now, that she probably has a social disorder, social anxiety disorder. But I saw her manifest it in different ways. Like, she refused, she would not answer she didn't want to speak in the class unless she perfectly knew all of the answers. And she did. She was a top student. She's in a fantastic university. But I attributed that to shyness. So I think, first of all, we have to educate our staff.
Okay, don't forget, you have to present your poems tomorrow.
I don't think it's acceptable for people who have social anxiety, for them not to go to group meetings or present in front of classes, because I think it might help them if they do. And if something might help them overcome their social anxiety, they should take a shot at it.
A Red Hat by Gertrude Stein. A very dark grey. A quite dark grey is monstrous ordinarily. It is so monstrous because...
As far as I know, and I don't want to say anything that's not true, within our curriculum for the diploma, students are presenting on their own in front of the teacher when things are sent off. And there is a lot of anxiety to presenting to a large group. And I think if someone can do that and do it decently, to the best of their ability, then that's a hurdle that they've overcome that I think is a good goal for them to try to reach. But of course, you don't want to force anyone who has an extreme disorder to do something that they can't.
So how do you feel about having social anxiety disorder?
Honestly, it's awful. It holds me back from everything. It affects me socially. I don't really have any close friends. Like, the people I hang around with, they all have best friends, but I don't. I'm just by myself within that group. Honestly, I feel lonely all the time. And
I have seen students who have difficulty relating to other people, or who may exhibit some type of behavior that I would call that behavior out of the norm of what I would expect for that age group.
Well, I do feel nervous in social situations sometimes, because I might be meeting new people that I don't know, and I don't like the thought that people might judge me.
The most important elements in overcoming social anxiety are an understanding and awareness of the problem, concepts so that these cognitive methods become habitual and automatic. And participating in social anxiety group therapy, where slowly and gradually working on problems that cause anxiety in the real world.